I'm Mike Shapland. I'm the farms manager for James Foskett Farms. We're in East Suffolk, which is quite an early production part of the country, so renowned for its light soils and early potato production particularly. James's father started farming here in 1955, so James is a second generation farmer, and the business has really been built on the back of growing potatoes. Predominantly is our most important crop financially. And then for the last 12 years we've also had an organic enterprise. In terms of finances, then about 35 to 40% of the turnover of the business is organic, so it's a concentrated part of the business for us really. It's 28 full-time, and then we have up to 100 seasonal staff with us, so that obviously varies a little bit during the year, but our peak is really from May through until the end of this month, September. So yeah, quite a big team really.
My name is Nick Tonev from Foskett Farms. We are in one of our organic blocks, and this is our last carrot field for this season. This block is supposed to be bunched up until end of November this year, and after that, if we are lucky enough, if the weather is with us, we will be putting some veg cover crop. So organically we're growing organic carrots, as we mentioned now, which is our biggest crop on organics, followed by potatoes. We also grow quite a lot of beetroot, which goes for bunch radish. We grow sweet corn, different types of butternut squashes. We also grow on a small scale, so trials, different types of radish, and also salsify. There's always challenge with organics on our sandy soils. It's very important the irrigation, because through the sands the water disappears quicker, evaporates quicker as well. So we really need a lot of water to make sure we grow all these crops. So that's one of the biggest challenges, followed by hand labor, because in the conventional farm we can rely more on machinery, where on organics you rely more on hand labor. Everything is picked carefully by hands, and that's what makes the organics different. The guys are making small piles of 20 radishes, and as soon as this is ready, we need to put it on the machine, on the belt, and then from that belt is going into the tank with water, and then we have a guy who is washing the radishes. Because the radishes are very sensitive, it's a very sensitive crop. The longer you stay in the field, it will dry and dehydrate very quick. So that's the reason why we have this little rig in here. The sooner we get it wet, the leaves get wet and get into the cold store, the better shelf life the product will have. At the moment we're harvesting French beans, which are all hand-picked. Yeah, we've got about 36 people at the moment picking. Most of these people have been in this farm for over 8 years, 8 to 10 years. So they're quite good on picking beans. Some of them make 2.5 trays per hour, which is very good, very good. It's very important that you pick them with the ends. So if you break from here, that can get internal issues. So that's why hand-picked beans got to be picked with the stalks on. So that will protect the crop from getting internal disease. It's still acceptable, but you just have to use it quicker. Another biggest challenge for me as a grower is weeds. Organically, there's few cultural things you can do. You can use biodegradable plastic, you can use green burning, and in most cases you have to use hand picking. So again, labor involved, which is very, very expensive. I would say it's probably the biggest cost of growing crop is the hand weeding. So all these weeds here are because of that, because it's very expensive to grow. But actually sometimes, as in this case, the weeds can protect our beans from wind damage. Organic North, we've been dealing with Organic North, I believe, for the last 3 years, and it's, I must say, I must admit, this is my favorite customer to work with. The team is incredible. You get such nice feedback for the projects we do. Yeah, just amazing working with people like Organic North.